Long ago, when the world was not as kind and good as today, there lived a man named Noah. Unlike others around him, Noah was kind-hearted and lived a life of goodness in a world filled with mischief and wrongdoing. The earth was filled with people who were selfish and cruel, causing harm and sorrow. But Noah was different. He cared for others and lived righteously, standing out in a world of trouble. One day, Noah received a special message from God. Saddened by the earth's state, God decided to send a great flood to cleanse it. However, God saw Noah's goodness and wanted to save him, his family, and the creatures of the earth. God instructed Noah to build a huge boat, an ark, big enough for his family and a safe haven for animals. Despite disbelief and ridicule from others, Noah worked tirelessly, building the enormous ark. In an extraordinary event, pairs of every kind of animal began to arrive. Lions, elephants, birds, and even tiny insects. They came to the ark as if guided by a mysterious force, ready to be sheltered from the impending flood. Then the rain started. It grew from a drizzle to a torrential downpour, covering the earth in water. Safely inside the ark, Noah, his family, and the myriad of animals floated atop the rising waters. The ark was a crowded, bustling refuge, filled with the sounds of animals. Noah and his family took on the immense task of caring for them, ensuring each creature was fed and safe during their time on the ark. After weeks, Noah sent a dove to seek dry land. On its first journey, it returned empty-beaked, but on the second trip, it brought back an olive branch, signaling that land was near and the waters were receding. Eventually, the ark came to rest on a mountaintop. As the water slowly subsided, Noah opened the ark, releasing the animals and his family back into the world, fresh and renewed for a new beginning. To promise never to flood the earth again, God created a rainbow in the sky. It was a vibrant symbol of hope, marking a new chapter for Noah, his family, and all Earth's creatures. A long time ago in Egypt, there was a baby named Moses. He was born at a time when things were hard for his people, the Israelites. The Pharaoh, who was king in Egypt, was afraid of their increasing numbers. So he made an evil rule. All baby boys from the Israelites had to be taken away. But Moses' mom didn't want that to happen to her baby. So she came up with a brave plan. She put Moses in a basket and gently placed it among the reeds along the Nile River. The Pharaoh's daughter found the basket while she was bathing in the river. She felt sorry for the crying baby and decided to take care of him. So Moses grew up in the Pharaoh's palace, like a prince of Egypt, even though he was really an Israelite. When Moses got older, he saw how badly the Pharaoh was treating the Israelites. They were forced to work hard and were often beaten. This made Moses upset, and one day he killed an Egyptian guard that was beating an Israelite slave. After this, he had to leave Egypt, so he ran away to a far-off land and lived there for many years. Then something amazing happened. God spoke to Moses from a burning bush that did not burn up. God told Moses to go back to Egypt and ask the Pharaoh to let the Israelites go free. Going back to Egypt wasn't easy. The Pharaoh didn't want to listen to Moses. So God sent 10 plagues to convince the Pharaoh. There were frogs everywhere, bugs, and even darkness during the day. Finally, after the last and saddest plague, the Pharaoh agreed to let the Israelite people free. Moses led the Israelites out of Egypt, but their journey wasn't over. When they got to the Red Sea, the Pharaoh changed his mind and came after them with his army. But Moses trusted God. He stretched out his hand, and something incredible happened. The sea split in two, and the Israelites walked through on dry land. After they were safe, the sea went back to normal, and the Pharaoh's army couldn't follow them anymore. Moses and the Israelites were finally free. They traveled for a long time to reach a special mountain called Sinai. There, God gave Moses the 10 Commandments, which were important rules on how to live and be good to each other. Moses' life was full of adventures and miracles. He started as a baby in a basket and grew up to be a great leader who helped his people find freedom and showed them the way to live kindly and justly.